if the universe is a conscious entity? For centuries, philosophers and scientists have been excited by the idea that the universe might be a conscious entity, a self-aware existence, as if it's a living organism. A very interesting idea that has a growing wave of supporters in the scientific community, although it's difficult to categorically disprove or to scientifically confirm with irrefutable evidence, has begun to develop. Could the universe have a consciousness? As stated in the secret code, the concept of omnipsychism, that is, the psyche being everywhere, suggests that the universe is a self-conscious entity and that the stars and other celestial bodies have the ability to think and take control of their ways and destinies. Remember what was written in the Old Testament? That when God created man, or even the stars and the whole of creation was happy and singing with joy. Gregor Matloff, a physicist at the New York School of Technology, recently published a new paper on the subject, which suggests that the proto-consciousness field could pervade the entire universe, and like humans, the entire universe, it can know itself together and all the events around it and within it. For example, about life on planets, black holes, meteors, the death of stars, and much more. One of the clues Matloff found is that some stars emit fleeting jets that point in one direction, a process that is balanced and could cause the star to change its motion at will. That is, it is probably an action which can be deliberate, conscious process. Physicist Sir Roger Penrose's work some 30 years ago was the fundamental pillar in creating today's interest in panpsychism. He expressed the idea that the universe is based on the statistical rules of quantum physics in relation to the tiny spaces between brain neurons that a conscious being might have. The idea echoes the German physicist Bernhard Heisch, who proposed that quantum fields in the vacuum are responsible for the transmission of consciousness whenever it manifests, not only in the case of the human brain, but in any complex structure. Perhaps in the distant future, as we as a species can find a scientific way to understand or have a connection to a small part of the universe, and thus answer these existential questions about the vast world in which we live. Until then, we stick to what various traditional religions and philosophies around the world hold, but also those who claim to have this kind of contact, so they recognize that the universe is indeed a self-aware entity, and that we, along with our solar system and everything else we see, we are part of a single neuron of this inconceivable universal entity. I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.